Hi guys, Danny from TheGamersHub, here to bring you your first weekly roundup. Okay, so I'm going to start with reviews. Anthony recently reviewed Grid 2. He gave it 3.5 stars out of 5. He said it doesn't bring anything groundbreaking to that sort of game, the racing game genre, but it has a good mix of arcade-style racing and also simulation, so it should appeal to both sorts of racing players. Although for me, I'm more of simulation. Arcade's fun, but I prefer simulation. So having a mix would probably entice me to get it, although I probably won't because racing games. For me, most of them are sort of the same. One little niggle he did mention though was there is no cockpit view in the game. You can't, I think what it means by that is basically you can't sit behind the wheel and drive, which in the game is not a great view. You can't see anything. People are either viewing it from outside the car so you can see the cool car that you're driving, or you're on the screen where you're down by the road so you can actually see where you're going. But it is, I suppose, it would probably be nice to have the option. Next on reviews is Company of Heroes 2, which Finn Dean, the one and only Finn Dean, reviewed. He gave that a 4 out of 5. He says it's a good game, it's fun, it's worth the money, but compare it to its predecessor, they haven't really given it much innovation. There's nothing amazing about it. There's nothing new about it. There's not much change going on. But he says as a game, it's solid, it's fun, and you get a sense of achievement out of it when you do play it sort of skillfully. On from reviews, we went to Rezzed 2013, which I believe was in Birmingham. Jordan got his hands on Total War Rome 2, which it does look pretty amazing. I'll put some pictures up now from the site. But if you want a full in-depth of the hands-on that he got, check it out below. I'll leave the link in the description, as I will with every other article that I mention. Whilst at Rezzed this year, Vaughan got to speak to Jack Good and James Broadley, who developed the Surgeon Simulator 2013. They work for Bossa Studios, I think you pronounce it, which is based in London. And they basically just talk about, did they think it was going to be a success, and how did they come up with the idea. So there's a full in-depth interview on the site. And they went on to say that they were the first to draw a pretty awesome, indecent image on the game with the drawing pad. For our video content on here, on YouTube, we've got a new series of Minecraft, which is starting to go up now. I think it started going on about 3 days ago, maybe 4 days ago. Which is basically a mod pack for Minecraft through the FTB launcher called New World. It brings mods such as Millionaire, which is basically you can upgrade villagers and trade and do all sorts of bits and pieces. Meteors can crash and you can mine it and use it for stuff, and you get all this cool armour. Tinker's Construct is on there as well, where you can customise your pickaxes and all that jazz. So that's sort of a new take onto it. It sort of gives it a more fresh feeling. I mean, you're not doing the same old. You're sort of doing tasks for a village, which with Minecraft you end up usually setting your own goals. Where this you sort of not. You are at the same time, obviously, but there is the option to do things for villagers to help them out. So that's pretty cool. Also, there will be a new series coming out called Trucking Debates. Me and Henry will be playing Euro Truck Simulator, whilst talking about debates, obviously, about serious points or just popular points that the world is discussing about. So we'll see how that goes. Some of the other videos that we were putting up was Company of Heroes 2, which Henry and Finn were playing on, I believe in multiplayer cart mode. So those videos are up, so you can check them out. And we do have one War Thunder video, which I like War Thunder. Finn likes War Thunder. Henry, check out the video, see if Henry likes War Thunder. Okay, so that's it for this week, for your first weekly roundup from me, Dan, at TheGamersHub. Obviously it's the first one, so I'm still sort of getting the structure right. I mean, send me any tips if you want, whether you want to add more reviews or less reviews, or focus on a particular thing, maybe have a certain subject to focus on each week. It's entirely up to you, I don't mind. Also comment about, the games you're going to be disappointed about or excited about. Have you played Surgeon Simulator? I've played it once with Henry and we didn't do good. We failed pretty bad. And that was with two of us playing. You can play class as one person playing, so it was pretty dodgy. Actually, I suppose you could class that as being harder. You can find the links to all the articles I've mentioned in the description below. For now, that's it from me, and I'll see you next week.